Hi Pisces, this is Kacee with your singles love reading for October. Thanks so much for tuning in. Shae and I are so happy to have you here with us. She'll have a video that's going to pop up at the end of this one for your sun, so please check for that. The first couple of cards we're going to pull will be for your energy for the month of October, so let's see what we have for you. And we have blossoming abundance. That is beautiful. That is creating something new. That's something that's coming to fruition for you from seeds that you had planted, things that you've done long ago. You know, it could be a year, it could be 2, it could be 6 months. But you have reestablished yourself in a different area. You know, you're reconnecting and you started researching, you started planning, you started some things back and some time ago that are starting to kind of bloom for you right now. So let's go ahead and pull a major arcana to see how that clarifies. And we have the Tower in reverse. This talks about not wanting to rock the boat in any way, shape, or form. It's like you're walking on eggshells, you're avoiding conflict. You know, if anyone starts to fight in the family, you just kind of leave the room because you're not going to take sides. You're not going to like put your opinion in there. It's like you don't want to have anything to do with this energy right now. You want to have something that's very calm. You want to enjoy the landscape. You want to enjoy the calm waters. You want to kind of like just float through for the month of October, and you don't want to stir anything up. So let's go ahead and pull an emotion card for you guys. All right, let's see. We have coming together. Interesting energy for you guys because, you know, with the Tower card that's and coming together, that's telling me that this is something like a reconnection with someone that, you know, you don't want to rock the boat any way, shape, or form. It's like you guys have been on the outs or you've been distant with each other for some reason, whether it's, you know, physical distance or emotional distance, whatever it happens to be, that there is something that's very tender right now with someone else that you're trying to reconnect a firm foundation with. You're trying to kind of navigate the waters after it's been so rocky, which is why you don't want to rock the boat with the Tower card. You want things to be very even-keeled right now. Let's pull some obstacles or advice from Spirit. You're treading very, very lightly with this person. Let's try to find out why, Pisces. Why are you treading so lightly with this reconnection? Heart chakra, spiritual strength, prosperity begins, and triumph. Well, whatever is going on with this other energy that you're working with for the month of October, it is very tender to you, is represented with the heart chakra. It means a lot. You're also listening to your intuition as how you're navigating with this person. It's like, you know, you don't want to make the wrong move, so you're really listening to your inner self, your higher self, your guides, your angels, in order to kind of navigate with this reconnection. And I keep going back to reconnection because of the Tower card in reverse. I feel like there's something that happened in the past with this particular energy that you see a new beginning with, and you don't want to rock the boat in any way, shape, or form. You want to start fresh and new with this. Prosperity begins. You want to plant the seeds for a solid relationship. You want to plant the seeds for something that will grow, which is represented with the blossoming abundance. And if you notice in coming together, they're holding this very small orb with a heart around it. This is something that's very tender and very important, and they're being very careful with it. Triumph is telling me that about the success that you are going to have with this relationship. This is something that this is what you're working for, is it to be successful this time. So this time in October, you know, when we have the full moon on the 13th and we have Halloween and the veil is thin, it's like you're very sensitive to other people's needs. You're very cautious about what you're doing. You don't want to rock the boat. When this energy comes back into your zone, you want to be able to heal whatever that was broken and or happened in the past, and start new and fresh, a new beginning. You know, and your Love Matters reading for the month of October was very similar. Okay, now we have cards popping. We have the Knight of Coins, and we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, those fell. And the way I picked them up, they came up in the reverse, so we're going to go with that. So the Knight of Coins is talking about things stopping, okay? Ace of Cups is lack of emotion, you know? This is where emotion is not being offered. It's like they're holding back, or you're holding back, going too fast in this relationship, and overwhelming them with a lot of emotion right now. It's like you're letting this take its time. You're not rushing into anything. You're not saying anything about how you're feeling. You're just letting it flow, in that the connection that you're having with this person, you're letting that grow on its own. This may be a new person coming into your life. The Tower may represent things from the past that you don't want to, you know, do again, that has given you red flags with past relationships. You know, you're just letting it go slowly, and maybe in the past you've gone a little too quickly and realized that this relationship wasn't meant for you at this time. You know, when people get hurt and, you know, stuff like that. So I think you're taking your time with this relationship, no matter how it is. Queen of Cups in reverse. This is, you're really being powerful in the fact that you're not giving all that emotion out at one time. This also indicates that you're thinking more of your mental clarity and not your emotion, like you're thinking more with your brain instead of your heart, you know, mind over the emotions. And I think you're trying to keep your emotions intact with this relationship. Here we have the Hangman in reverse. That's looking at things from a different perspective, but this is all new terrain for you with this person and or this relationship, that this is something that you don't see exactly where you're going, which is why you need your intuition so strongly. And intuition is telling you, take it slow. Don't rush in. Let it flow the way it's supposed to flow. Let it rebuild the way it's supposed to rebuild. And that's where you'll be successful. Don't rush anything. Don't say too much right off the bat. Let it trickle out naturally. And that way no one gets overwhelmed. Let's pull some clarifiers for you guys. I feel it can be a very beautiful relationship if you take your time. Eight of Cups. Walking away. Being unfulfilled. Walking to something new, though. It's like, you know, whatever you're walking away from was not fulfilling you emotionally, was not giving you the loves and the feels that you wanted. And so you're going to walk away. You're going to get rid of that relationship, get rid of that energy so that you can embrace what it is that you truly want. There's decisions to be made here with the Two of Swords. And the Moon card in reverse is also the Karma card. So this is where things are coming to light and opening up that communication and allowing it to flow the way it's supposed to. You know, making that decision to either keep it hidden or bring it to the table. Four of Swords in reverse is not being able to take on any more baggage. And I feel that that's kind of why you're treading really carefully in this relationship. That it's important to you that you don't take on all the responsibilities for this relationship to be rekindled and or to start. You're letting it flow the way it's supposed to, and you're making that decision to let karma play itself out. You know, you're not going to take on more than you have to already. Well, check them out. They're coming in. Check them out, listen to me. I'm feeling that this is their side, you know, for some reason. They're coming in with the Tower in reverse as well. So in any case, you have the Tower twice here. The energy you're dealing with the coming together, they don't want to rock the boat either. They're going to tread very lightly. They do want to communicate with you, though, Knight of Swords. And this is like an energetic Knight of Swords. You know, this is, they have a lot to say, but they're going to be careful what they say around you. They're going to be careful what they say to you, just as much as you're doing that here. And here we have the Four of Wands. That's where they want their balance. That's where they want the communication. That's where they want their stability. We also have the Knight of Wands as well, guys. And that's important because that's another fast-moving energy, but it's also like an energy that they're very energetic, and it can be scattered at times. But, you know, the Wands is also about passion and a vision. So I feel that the energies that you're dealing with the coming together with this particular relationship really needs to take its time. You have to be careful what you say to each other. Be careful how you treat each other. Be careful how you communicate at this time while you're setting the foundation for it. Watch your words. Don't divulge too much too soon. Let it flow naturally is what I'm getting for you guys. So this relationship that you're rekindling really needs to have some healing. And I believe that once you do get on the same page, because both of you have the same idea, you have the same thought process, that you both have the same journey to heal this relationship. I feel that this relationship somehow was more like a family situation, or a best friend, or a sibling, or there was some kind of falling out in that regard, that because of the Towers in reverse, you keep the persona that everything is okay when you're in the same room with this person. However, deep down, there's some issues that need to be worked through. And I think that's where you take that time and you let it flow naturally so that the healing can be taken care of, and that you can start fresh and new. You know, it's like, you know, you don't want to take on too much, and they don't want to rush forward too fast. Let's see what your spirit message is today, Pisces. Slow and steady is what I'm hearing. Slow and steady. Oh, check it out. Here we have a mother's love. And it reads, a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. Okay, so this is, again, coming in as a family member, a grandmother, a sister, a mom, a significant other that is older than you, that there's a communication breakdown in the past because of certain situations. And I believe now that with the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is how, you know, they're holding back their emotion as well, but they want to rekindle this relationship with you. However, this particular energy resonates in your life. This can be a supervisor, this can be a best friend, it can be a neighbor, it can be a significant other. However, I'm getting it's a family member in a riff in a family dynamic, because you guys were walking on eggshells around each other just to keep the peace within the family. And now it's time to really rebuild the relationship and rebuild the connection that you had with each other. And I feel that it's a female energy, a mom energy, with the mother's love card and the Queen of Cups in reverse. You know, you're both treading lightly because you're not sure how to make this work again. But there's a deep connection. You're coming together. You both have the same agenda. Beauty is coming in. And I'm going to pull one over here. Fulfillment. Beauty and fulfillment. Finding that beautiful energy again, seeing the beauty in little things, coming out of the ashes and growing into a beautiful rose, you know, really blossoming with this relationship, really letting things flow the ways that they're supposed to, letting it be nourished properly. And that is where you're going to get the fulfillment that you feel in this relationship with this person, and vice versa. Let's see what your angel message is. Typically, I don't pull this many cards for a singles read, but I feel like it's important because I was starting to get such an intense energy of the person that you're dealing with for the month. You know, there's a lot of healing that's going to be going on for October for you guys. And we have patience is your angel message. And it reads, now is the time to learn and study and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. You know, for the love matters, you also got something about being a student and studying and looking about the past in order for you to move forward with your present and your future. And it's like learn from your mistakes, basically, is what the message was. And I believe this is kind of reinforcing that be patient with yourself, be patient with your person for the month, be patient in the healing, because if you go too fast and you try to rush it, there'll be a lot of pitfalls that you'll have to backtrack and take care of. So if you let the pitfalls come one by one and address it at that time, the healing would be on the smoother path. You know, it won't be so rocky going back and forth. And take time for yourself, let them digest while you digest, because you both have the same agenda, that you want to be back on the same page. You want to heal this rift that is between the two of you, because it's very, very important. Pisces, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I hope the message helps. I would love to know how you guys are doing. So if you want to shoot me an email or leave me a message, that would be great. I always love to hear from you. If you haven't done so already, I would like you to subscribe and like the page so that you can come back and see us again. Take care.